Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be doing a kind of get ready with me life update thing. I feel like the last video I filmed, well, besides the one before this, was pretty much the same thing just because a lot of stuff has happened in December. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I've already started with my base and my eyebrows. My base feels and looks horrendous, but besides that, I'm just going to go ahead and get started so we can get through this video and it not be 20 minutes long. So I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to just kind of play with it. I don't really have an idea of what I'm going to do. I'm literally just going to play with it and see what happens. But I already filmed this video once and I didn't really enjoy how it turned out. So I'm basically doing this again and trying to, I guess you could say, consolidate my life updates. I do not like this color. Like, what the heck? So, if you haven't seen my Vlogmas videos, I guess, first of all, I graduated college on December 13th, so that's super awesome, and I'm really happy to be done. There are like sirens and stuff going on. I don't know why. It's not usual around here. Okay, so I graduated college December 13th, and I will try to insert the thingies up here, the little clickable link things that'll pop up and say like the video suggestion or whatever. Can't remember what they're called for some reason, but I will put that day here, wherever. And then, oh my gosh, I feel like so many things happened this December, but the biggest one to me is that I got engaged. So that happened on December 20th when I was in New York. So I also went to New York, so that's also something big that happened. It was the 19th through the 23rd of Vlogmas, and I have a vlog from every day. We went there, and it was really fun. It was cold and rainy, but still good, and I'm happy we got to go. Just because Jake had never been there, and I had, and I just wanted to like share that with him. We went to this brewery that we loved so much. And yeah, so I guess I can like kind of explain how things happened with the proposal. It's not something that is like a super intricate story because it was just me and Jake in New York, and which I'm glad it happened that way. But we got there the 19th and we basically did a whole bunch of stuff. I'll like put the vlogs up here. Then on the 20th, we woke up and we had plans on the 20th. We didn't really have plans on the 19th because we flew in that day, and if it like got delayed or something, we didn't want it to be all screwed up. So we landed in New York on the 19th, did kind of like random stuff. Then on the 20th, we went to the One World Observatory and the 9/11 museum. Or not museum, but the 9/11 memorial, and that was amazing and great to see. Not great to see, but very, eye-opening for anyone who is going to New York. I highly suggest going to see that. I've been in the museum once before, but we didn't go this time just because we were paying for everything, if I'm being completely honest, and that was just not something we wanted to do, so we didn't do that. So then we knew we had a reservation for Serendipity, which if you haven't seen that movie, I highly suggest it. It's really good. But it is basically a restaurant there that a movie was filmed at, so it's like kind of famous. I mean, it's really famous. It's like you have to make reservations to even like sit down, which is bananas. So we had a reservation there, and we were like, okay, well, this is by Central Park, so we'll just go over by Central Park and just check that out, since I hadn't seen that and he hadn't seen that, obviously. So we decided to do that, and it was kind of cold and rainy and stuff, like I said. So we just like walked in a little bit. There was like not a whole bunch of lights like we had thought there would be, but it was still so pretty. There's a bridge, and it's called the Gapstow Bridge, and we walked up onto it, and he asked me to marry him, basically. And it was like in front of the ice skating rink there, and that part is in the movie too, so it's kind of cool, like, I don't know, just to get to see all that stuff, because I had never been in Central Park before. But he asked me and we decided to keep it between me and him for a little while we went to Serendipity. This eye look is not turning out how I want it to, and I'm kind of frustrated. So we went to Serendipity and we were the only ones who knew, and that was just kind of nice because we just kept it between us, and I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. I would highly recommend that to anybody just because as soon as you tell people, you get 1,000 trillion questions. And I think it was just nice to, like, you know, have that moment between me and him. So we did that, and a lot happened in New York. And we came home. There was Christmas. I have Vlogmas for that too. I'm going to pause my stories right here and just say I'm trying really hard to get this video, like, not to be 1,000 years long. So I'm going to cut myself off a lot with stories. So basically Christmas happened, yada yada. So another life update is that I will be moving to Colorado February 1st, which in my last video I filmed this, I said this like 3 different times, so I'm just going to say it once, February 1st, and that's it. But for anyone watching this who knows anything about military life, you know I can't live there unless we're married, so you make your assumptions with that. We are looking for a townhouse or like I really would like to live in a townhouse or like a house, like a small house, but obviously whatever God / the Army blesses us with, that's fine with me. So that's pretty much it with the the moving story. I'm basically moving there. We're looking for a house right now, and if you know anything about military life, he is basically he has to turn in our paperwork, so stuff for BAH, which is basic allowance for housing, and that is what you get in the military to pay for housing, which is incredible. And I'm so blessed to, you know, have that right out of college, and I'm thankful to Jake for doing that for me and serving his country and stuff, so that's awesome. So I have to pack all of my stuff, which is currently like right over here, which is in my sister's room, and it makes her mad every single time she comes home. So sorry. Oh yeah, so he has to do that paperwork, and then we will be officially looking for a place to live. We're definitely living off post just because that's what he wants. He doesn't want to live on post because of the housing there. It is not the greatest. Like, I've seen some from Fort Drum and like different bases in Florida and just kind of stuff like that, but from what we can see, it's just not gonna be, like, we're better off living off post, so we're gonna do that, which for anyone who's not familiar with that, an army is post, so it's like base. He lives on post right now because he lives in the barracks, obviously, so he will be getting to move out of the barracks, which is awesome for him. And yeah, so I'm really excited about wherever we live. I'm excited for him to find something because obviously he's there and I'm not, so it's pretty much up to him as to where we're gonna live, which I'm completely okay with because he's honestly a little bit more picky than me, so it's fine. Okay, so I'm basically just finishing up my eyes really fast, well, hopefully really fast, and then I'm gonna finish the rest of my face, but I can't really think of many updates for right this second, but there is a lot of exciting things coming. I'm really excited for this year with YouTube. I know it's almost been a year, and that is amazing, and I'm proud of myself for like continuing this because I don't know, like, I just feel like it's a lot harder than people think, and it's a lot easier to just stop doing it and give up on it, and I feel like I've been fairly consistent for the last pretty much a year. So I'm pretty excited for my 1 year coming up. I don't really have anything special planned for it, but who knows because it's in February, so. But I definitely plan on doing like an apartment tour or a house tour, like townhouse or whatever. I don't know, wherever we live to tour before we get in there. And then I want to start doing kind of like decorate videos and I don't know, just kind of like random house stuff just because I haven't lived on my own in a little over a year now because I've lived here in my parents' house. So if you didn't know that as well, I've been living here while I commute to school, because my school is only about 45 minutes from here, so it hasn't been that bad, and I just decided to do that just to save a little bit of money. And I don't know, I really love doing that because I get to be home and spend time with my parents a lot more, living on my own again. Not on my own, but, you know, away from home again, which is going to be interesting. So I have a lot of those kind of videos planned. I love, like, grocery hauls. I love all kinds of videos like that where they're just, like, home decor, grocery stuff. Like, I don't know why. I just do. And so I plan on doing a little bit of those videos. I'm not really sure, like, how my channel is going to be when I'm there, because I'm sure I'm going to have a lot going on. I'm currently looking for jobs there as well. Actively applying and searching, which if you are a senior in college, do that early, because holy crap, it is so much harder, especially if you want to move, which I know a lot of people don't, and a lot of people want to stay in Houston or wherever they are, but if you plan on moving and applying for jobs, start early, do your absolute best to make connections and reach out to people and things like that, just because I am struggling. And it's really hard because when you first graduate and other people graduate with you and they get jobs and stuff, it's hard to see that and not have a job. But I know it's all in God's plan, and I'm just trying to be patient. So that is pretty much my update for now, but I'm going to go ahead and finish my face and think of a few more things for y'all, and then I will be right back and finish this video. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that is all the updates that I have for y'all today, but of course, if you haven't seen my Vlogmas, go ahead and watch that. I'll put the playlist up here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys!